trying to get the biggest bang for the buck for the patients,
Okay.
along with the best outcome and consistent outcome, so that if you take a 5 milligram today or tomorrow or 2 weeks from now, you know what you're dealing with.
Truth. And with that, essentially, like, you're not taking in all the sugars, you're not taking in all the...
And they're very discreet. I mean, you know...
Well, no, they look like...
Family members start annoying you, you're just taking a pill. They don't know if it's a vitamin or...
Taking my fish oil, Mom.
Yeah, exactly.
My vitamin D.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, that's brilliant. Yeah, because my parents are hippies, and, like, that just reminds me of, like, all the weird kind of...
My parents aren't hippies, but I've been trying for years to convert, so...
You can't help them all. No, but you know what's funny, though? You could probably be like, hey, I got you this.
I mean, they kicked me out of the house for pot when I was... Well, my sister out of the house.
You too?
And they didn't necessarily kick me out, but now their granddaughter, they're buying weed for, you know, at store.
Yeah.
You know, they're oh, you can't make it to the store in time? I'll go get it for you.
Yeah,
and I'm like...
Wow, thanks a lot, real friend.
Yeah.
Like, same thing. Actually, my dad made me move out. He was like, you can't smoke pot at home anymore, and your friends can't come over and smoke pot. And so I'm moving out, basically, because I'm not going to stop smoking pot.
Exactly. My dad one time borrowed my truck, and I ran outside and said, you can't borrow my truck without asking. He's like, why? I'm like, well, that's where my weed is. You don't want it in your house.
You definitely don't want to drive around with my weed in your car.
And I'm like, I'm not going to deal with a phone call of you getting arrested, because that's just not going to go down okay.
Yeah, because I'm not... What is up, everybody? This is Max Juhasz, your host here at MITA Unshackled at the brand new venue for MITA AZ. It's the events they do here at Warehouse 215, and holy crap, this place is dope. We're getting to jump on everybody here. I'm actually jumping in ahead of Dimitri because he's out in the front, and I really wanted to get Francis on the show before anybody else got on here.
Thank you.
Once again, this is your host, Max Juhasz, founder of Dope SEO, co-founder of Bud Plug Plugins. We do custom dispensary plugins. So tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm the president of Life is Chill. We produce...
What's your name?
My name is Francis.
Okay.
I figured everybody already knew that.
No, they don't know that. We want to hammer that in here. So This is Francis.
I'm with Life is Chill, and we make the chill pills. We're also going to be making the chill drops, which is a liquid lipofusion. It's going to have 100 milligrams, about 1.25 microdose per drop. It helps with the absorption. It's about a 70% absorption, where most edibles are between 8 and 15.
Holy crap.
Yep. We actually just launched the live resin capsule. This is the first vegan live resin capsule.
What?
Yes. So it's a one piece.
What? Even Eric's excited. He's like, what?
Well, we might have one for Eric afterwards.
Hold on, wait. A live resin capsule?
Yes.
Like an edible live resin capsule.
Right. So a lot of the edibles that you make, the temperatures aren't very good for terpenes.
Right.
Because they're volatile and they'll evaporate.
Right.
So since we have a low temperature mixing with the capsules, we're able to keep it. This actually has 0.125% of the original terpenes in the strain.
Ooh. So not only does it taste great, but it works great.
It works great. So obviously...
How do they taste? Because I haven't tasted one.
Well, they don't actually have a taste. That's one of the best things about the capsules, because you just swallow them, so there's no aftertaste. So a lot of people forget they took the chill pills when they first take them, because you don't have that taste in your mouth, and then they'll be walking around and they'll be like, why am I all of a sudden high? And like, oh yeah, I took a chill pill.
Oh damn.
So, and the best part about having the chill pills is you can always tell someone to go take a chill pill.
Right.
You know.
And I think that by itself is classic in and of itself. Where you're like, bro, just take a chill pill.
Yes, absolutely.
Damn.
I mean, how many people's mothers told them to take a chill pill when they were a kid? So.
Well, wasn't that, was that Bart?
I'm not sure.
Take a chill pill, dude? Or no?
Might have been.
Might have been. Wow.
Might have been.
I think we're showing our age.
Yes, definitely.
But whatever. But I don't care. Chill pills are dope. I love it. I was just talking to you guys over there, and I was like, we got to get you on here. So.
Yeah, we actually do them in 5, 10s, 25, and 100 milligram capsules.
Really?
So these capsules are about 0.3 fill rate.
Okay.
So if you take 100 milligrams, that's 1/3 of the capsule is cannabis. So if you think about your normal edibles, candies, things like that, they're 5 grams at most, and your body, and it's solid, so your body's picking at it to get the THC out of it.
Yeah.
When it's in liquid form like drinks, it absorbs a lot faster.
It absorbs faster, hits your bloodstream faster.
Your body doesn't have to do anything except absorb it, and they're 1/10 the size of a normal edible.
Right.
So
there's without the sugar,
no sugars. There's only 5 ingredients. Tapioca, gelatin, and water for the outside of the capsule for the vegan ones, and then just hemp seed and cannabis for the interior.
Wow. Okay. So you guys are obviously, because we're in Arizona here, you guys are obviously Arizona-based.
We are Arizona-based. We are working with a couple different states to bring us in there.
Okay.
Along, not just with the Life Chill whole line, which is the chill pills plus the chill drops, which are going to be the lipofusion.
Dude, that's
We have
awesome.
those about, I'm going to say 90 days. Those will be out. They'll be a little bit higher milligram price, milligram per milligram, but you have to take significantly less of it to get the same kind of feeling you've been getting out of edibles.
So here's my question, because obviously edibles, I mean, cannabis is popular. You know what I mean? Edibles are incredibly popular.
Yep.
How come nobody's ever done this before? Because this is the first time I've ever seen cannabis in a pill form, in like that.
I think that a lot of people don't think about the capsules and things like that because you always think with cannabis with brownies and cookies and sweets.
Right.
So it's kind of had that nostalgia, and we're really science-based with what we're doing. We're trying to get the biggest bang for the buck for the patients, along with the best outcome and consistent outcome, so that if you take a 5 milligram today or tomorrow or 2 weeks from now, you know what you're dealing with.
Truth. And with that, essentially, like, you're not taking in all the sugars, you're not taking in all the...
And they're very discreet. I mean, you know...
Well, no, they look like...
Family members start annoying you, you're just taking a pill. They don't know if it's a vitamin or...
Taking my fish oil, Mom.
Yeah, exactly.
My vitamin D.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's brilliant. Yeah, because my parents are hippies, and, like, that just reminds me of, like, all the weird kind of...
My parents aren't hippies, but I've been trying for years to convert, so...
You can't help them all. No, but you know what's funny, though? You could probably be like, hey, I got you this.
I mean, they kicked me out of the house for pot when I was... Well, my sister out of the house.
You too?
And they didn't necessarily kick me out, but now their granddaughter, they're buying weed for, you know, at store... You know, they're oh, you can't make it to the store in time? I'll go get it for you.
Yeah,
and I'm like...
Yeah, wow. Thanks a lot, real friend.
Yeah.
Like, no, same thing. Actually, my dad made me move out. He was like, you can't smoke pot at home anymore, and your friends can't come over and smoke pot. And so I'm moving out, basically, because I'm not going to stop smoking pot.
Exactly. My dad one time borrowed my truck, and I ran outside and said, you can't borrow my truck without asking. He's like, why? I'm like, well, that's where my weed is. You don't want it in your house.
You definitely don't want to drive around with my weed in your car.
And I'm like, and I'm not going to deal with a phone call of you getting arrested, because that's just not going to go down okay.
Yeah, because I'm not, it's like, whose is it? It's my son's. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
No.
But now I'll get a text from my father every 2 or 3 months. He'll be like, hey, I had a couple weeks where I wasn't sleeping right. I took your chill pills 2 nights in a row, and now I'm back on schedule. And he takes only 5 milligrams.
Dude, that is awesome.
You know, so
I think the fact that you have like such a small dosage.
Yep.
And it kind of scales up based on your tolerance.
Well, you could get a bottle of 10s and a bottle of 5s. Take your 10 to go to sleep. Put your 5 next to the sink in the bathroom. When you wake up in the middle of the night, you take your 5, and now you don't have that kind of groggy feeling in the morning.
Yes.
You know, or you could take 100 at night, and then you're 50, and then you're 25 in the middle of the night if you have to. Depends on what your protocol
do you want
is.
your drinks? Do you want to remember them, or do you want to tell stories about them? Like,
I was telling you, like, with the live resin. So I've taken the capsules. Obviously, I've been doing this for 5 years. The live resin was a totally different feeling than the other capsules. I was way more relaxed. I was focused without being overly jittery or anything else, and it kind of felt like it took my ADHD away a little bit. I was able to focus and just do what I wanted to do, one task at a time, instead of thinking about 40 of them.
That's, as somebody who has 50 ideas floating through his brain at all times, that's pretty brilliant. Now I have to ask, because I'm not a cultivator, I'm not a grower, I work in marketing for the cannabis company. For the people that don't know, what is live resin compared to like just a
Well, the story behind live resin
dropper
the story behind
oil.
live resin is it's a grower somewhere in California. that wanted his trimmers to be able to smoke the flower they were trimming.
Okay.
So he took some, froze it, and then extracted it, and that's where live resin came from. So basically, as soon as the plant is ready to be cut down, they start freezing it right off the bat. So it can't do the curing process. Certain things can't convert into other cannabinoids, and the terpene profile really sticks with it. So when you take your live resin, you freeze it, and then you do the extraction process, the terpene profile, some of your acids, things like that are in higher concentrates than they would be if the plant cured for the 7 or 8 weeks and dried out, because time, oxygen is what makes conversions happen in cannabis. So you convert THC into CBN through time, temperature, and everything else, and during the curing process. So if you do the live resin right from the frozen plant, you may have higher CBG than you normally would. You're definitely going to have a higher profile. And then, like we were saying, with other edibles, the temperatures will burn off the terpenes because you can't make it in there. But since we're at a low temperature with these, we keep that terpene profile in there. So if you look back at the original test, it had
thanks a lot, real friend.
Had 6 different cannabinoids in it, along with THC, and then the terpene profile was around 8%.
Holy crap! I'm sorry. Like whenever, I'm always impressed by smarter people.
I wouldn't say smarter, just I've been around the block a little bit more.
You've been around the block a lot more. You obviously know what you're talking about.
I spent a lot of time with labs.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. It's like I spend a lot of time behind the scenes on computers. So the fact that you have put this time and energy and just from what it sounds like, just real love and appreciation of the plant.
Yeah.
And turned it into this.
Well, one of the things we couldn't overcome, the chill pills do a lot with the dietary restrictions. There's no sugars in it, very low ingredients, and it never comes in contact with gluten. But we couldn't say it was vegan.
Right.
So now we can.
Right.
Because now we have a vegan capsule. So we wanted to go with the vegan capsule for the live resin, because we wanted to hit two different points in the for people to come and get them. So you have the vegans that'll love these, but then you have your natural lovers of live resin that are going to come grab these left and right.
So what's the difference between the vegan and the non-vegan? Like, what makes it non-vegan?
Gelatin.
Versus
pigs. Tapioca.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
So the tapioca is a lot harder to deal with. It's
super.
It's tacky.
Yeah.
It falls apart easier. Working with the gelatin's like working with rubber bands versus wet paper. So, every time I tell my crew that, I want to do another vegan capsule or something like that.
Yeah, they're like,
brother, come on
look.
now, yeah.
So what do you? So obviously, like this is the brand you guys are selling. So what's the price point on these? Like, where can they find them?
You can find them we're in over 60 locations. We're in every single jars. We're just signed on the Soul Flower. We've in All Greens, True Meds. True Bliss. A lot of those are really good customers.
Okay.
And your price point for recreational is probably somewhere around $13.
What?
And you got to look at them at liquids.
No,
now,
that's
remember.
it though. But that's what I'm saying. That's it. Like,
So you have to look at them at liquids, because you think about your liquid drinks, they're way more expensive.
Oh, absolutely. You're talking $30-$40 for a 4-pack, $50 for a 4-pack.
Right. Versus if you get the chill pills, you have 10 of them in there. And they're $13 or $1.30 a piece.
Dude, that is great. I don't understand how you guys are making profit, to be honest.
And then
if it was me, I'd be
time,
like, I'd want $60 per.
Yeah, and then the resin time is about $15. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's definitely worth the extra money. I mean, like I said, I couldn't go out and push them and tell people about them without having my own opinion.
Right.
And I definitely got my own opinion of them, and it was good.
No, that's fantastic. I mean, let's just put it, like, we met 15, 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago.
My new best friend.
Yeah, so. I know, right? Yeah, we're wrapping it up, Eric. So anyway, Eric's rushing us to wrap this up, but just to say,
speak faster.
Here's the thing. We're gonna. So no, it was just like, it's like you work in cannabis long enough, you work in the industry long enough. It's like there's certain vibes you're just like, bro, that was awesome. And I was like, let's just get you on here to talk about this.
It's easy to cut through the bullshit when you've been in the industry a long time.
Absolutely, and when you just feel the vibe and you feel the love, and it's not just like, hey, come buy my product.
Right.
So anyway, listen, Francis, I really appreciate you jumping on.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. So
anyway, if people are looking, because
lifeischill.com.
Lifeischill.com. Do you want to give out your email, or do you want anybody, or do you just want them to send them a website?
Francis at Life is Chill.
All right, so lifeischill.com. with the chill pills.
Thank you very
This
much.
is episode 1 at the Warehouse 215. Max Juhasz from GetBudPlug.com and Francis from Chill Pill.
Thank you very
And
much.
we're out.